Have you ever read something that feels like it was written just for you, as if as it knew exactly how you feel in your loneliest moments? This happened to me with the Book of Disquiet by Fernando Pessoa. It's not a normal story at all, I think, but rather a mosaic thoughts and diary fragments. In fact, Pessoa published it under the name of Bernardo Soares, one of his semi-heteronomies. Soares is the assistant bookkeeper in Lisbon, and the book is basically his private journal. Pessoa himself called it a factless autobiography, a fragmentary lifetimes of musing, not a plot-driven novel. So, picture this. Lisbon in 1930s, cobbled streets and quiet cafes. I imagine Bernardo Soares sitting at the corner table, scribbling thoughts. He even describes a little cafe over a tavern. The second story, eateries usually empty except on Sundays, contain curious types who constitute a series of discretions from life. Just a Sunday morning scene, still and a bit empty. Soros loved those details, small details. I think he is the outsider watching life go by of other people. One line really jumped out in me, that I bear the wounds of all the battles I avoided. When I read that line, I had to pause. What a confession that he did. I mean, it means that the things you did not do can hurt you just as much as the things that you did. The regrets and mischance leave scars. I could almost feel this imaginary wounds. Think of those times you stayed silent or played it safe, and now you carry regret. That line felt like it was speaking my name and a lot of other people around me. Then there is another fragment. My boredom about everything has numbed me. Talk about heating homes. We have all had those days scrolling on our phones or doing the same routine, feeling a little dead inside. I remember long afternoons when nothing grabbed me, every notification or task just felt like more white noises. Hearing Soros admitted that life's flatness had dulled him with a strangely comforting line. It was just he's describing the part of 21st century experiences, burnout at the desk or burnout on feed. And here is one more about solitude. I suffer from lives and from other people only at night and all alone. Only then do I find myself and feel comforted. Well, this one really hit me hard. He is basically saying that daytimes with best people and even the sun wears him down, and only in the quiet of nights can he finally relax and reconnected with himself. Well, I get that. Well, after a noisy, tiring day, there is something almost sacred about the stillness of midnight. No text, no meeting, just silence. That's when I feel at peace too. All these fragments shares a theme, a gentle acknowledgement of our privileged struggles. Swords writes about longing and regrets, about growing nostalgic for things that never happens and feeling dissatisfied with life itself. As he says in one place, he touches on the modern lives of being half alive, of missing something, and he is unflinching about loneliness. Sometimes I sit in a busy cafe and think no one has really sees me. It's like we each have our own bubble. Pessoa makes that feel normal. Yet somehow reading these lines doesn't leave me hopeless. It's actually feel comforting. It's like discovering that you are not as alone as you thought. People have been wrestling with these quite anxieties for ages. There is a warmth in it. A reminder that someone centuries ago wrote down exactly what's on our minds. It turns our private disquiet into something shared and beautiful. It's almost like looking into a mirror of the soul. At the end of the day, the Book of Disquiet matters because it shows that our inner life is valid and timeless. Pessoa didn't solve any problems or promises, or promise happiness. He just put into words that restless feelings we all have, and sometimes that's enough. It's a silent nod saying that I know exactly how you feel. Have you ever felt a little sorrows, a punk of loneliness or restlessness you could not explain? If so, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time with something more interesting book or something more interesting topic. Thank you so much.